Hi guys, and welcome back to Leah's Lifestyle. Today we are working on some Halloween stuff. We got candy for trick or treaters. I'm not expecting any knocks at the door, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up a bag and I'm going to make a little card, and I'm going to post it on the door and leave the little bag of candy, and I'm just going to leave a note that says like just take one or whatever. And we'll see how that goes. And I'm gonna do that tonight, and we'll let that sit out there tonight, tomorrow, all day, and tomorrow night, and we'll just see what happens. I know there's a lot of trunk or treating going around right now, so and it looks really cool, honestly. But I don't have a kid, and I don't feel like it's worth me doing that. Plus, my car's not functioning, so it's like, eh. Um, but anyways, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So once we get that done, I also have a big orange pumpkin. I'm going to carve it, take all the seeds out. I think we're going to cook the seeds and use the seeds because I hear that's something that's good and I don't want to waste what I don't need to waste. So, for some reason this is not. Oh, we'll unmute that. There we go. Didn't do everything I need to do. I didn't finish what I was doing. That's okay. What's next? Okay. I think we just gotta decide what we're gonna make this card look like. I have this big piece of paper, so I have plenty of space and room. I have like extra. We can make it like what is it called? Like I can't even. Like when your grandma fills the booklets of like pictures and whatnot, and then I don't know, it's become like a thing where people like cut little things out and they put it all together. It's all cute. I could do something similar, but I only have this paper that's like definitely Christmas style, and I don't feel like that's the vibe. Anyways, I do have some large stickering. We maybe could do like a trick or treat, like just take one, like in that the creepy, like threatening letter vibe, where every like letter is like from somewhere else, a different size and everything. That could be fun. I could also just write like trick or treat, pumpkin it, and be happy. It could be really simple. Again, I'm just not sure what I'm feeling. I kind of want to, with deep sympathy. Oh, I don't know. I just liked this orange. I need to go out and get some orange flowers for my Dias de Muertes altar.
Girth Brooks 621.
Ooh, hi Girth.
Said.
Hold on. You're so loud. What's up, Girth? What's up? How you doing? What have you been up to? How is your October? What have you been doing? What are you doing for Halloween? Are you gonna go trick or treating? I don't think this is that doesn't seem very Halloween-y. I don't think I have a lot of Halloween crafts. Might need some glue. That's
Girth Brooks 621. Said. I'm good, how are you?
Oh gosh, I'm just touching everything with this. I'm doing alright, been busy, was working on some costumes, didn't succeed in doing them the way I wanted. And last motivation, my sewing machine wasn't working because I somehow lost the cord to it, so I don't know. It's like every time I go back to pick up a hobby, half the stuff that I need is gone, and I get so like just disheartened and continuing because I'm just like, I feel like if it was meant for me to be, like everything would be here. And I think the worst part is I put everything together, which means somebody else fucked with my shit, which pisses me off and makes me angry, and I'm just over it. I don't care. Anyways, I don't have a great grandson, nor will I ever, so this could be cute. We could cut this out, use some of the words. There's some words and stuff in here. Okay. There's one thing, which means we might have a reason for some of these green thingies. That sounds fun. See, this is the great thing about being slightly a pack rat, being slightly like somebody who hoards stuff. I'm very particular about what I hoard, so everything tends to come in use at some point. At some point. But it takes some time. It takes some time, every now and again. Find the right thing. Let's see. Ooh, what do we got here? I think I used to collect bubble gum. I used to be an avid bubble gum chewer because I run a lot and like it's kind of difficult to keep a like moist mouth without carrying water, and so bubble gum. And I got into this one brand that did like these like had art stuff on it, but I like collected them. It like has like the names of who made them, and like this one says cover art Sam Brewers, United Kingdom, and it's like this little boat scene, but all of them are like different. So maybe I'll run through some of these. That's a cute dog one. See if there's anything Halloween-y here. Is that Halloween-y? Or those are more like elves than they are. Even have a pack of Stride gum. Look at that. A true companion of flavors inspired by a noble herb, spearmint. There's a monster on here. That's cute. We'll use that. That's kind of creepy. This has creepy feels, but I feel like we're moving into dinosaur monster era, so I think that's what we should stick with. That's cool. We got another Stride. Okay, let's see. I think that's all the creepy ones we got. The rest are like dancing and stuff. The dragon. Okay. Put those away. Yeah, hoarder. I'm a hoarder. Mass hoarder. Mass hoarder of random things. Like, who collects gum packets? I did. I collected the gum packets. And now I'm going to be using them. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Look at her butt. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying that. I got so much random shit, that's for sure. Wood, I have tiny wood planks. Ooh, we could do some charcoaling. That seems fun. I love charcoal. I even think it looks spooky. Spooky, booky, booky, booky. Should we have spooky music on? That sounds fun. Let's go into Spotify. And we're gonna do Halloween, spooky, lo-fi. Let's do, what is it called? Copyright. Free. I think we're just gonna have to pick a list. I don't think anyone specifically, but that's okay. Just a little something to give us some vibes, you know? Hello? Hello? Just a little vibey music. A little vibey music, that's all. Just in the background. Okay, so I think the letters, these random things that I have here, they all go together. I thought I had some colored paper. I don't know where that went. Oh, it's probably actually in the bedroom. I'll be right back. guess I'm just out of colored paper. I didn't realize I was just out of colored paper like that. That's insane. Alright, no color paper for Leah. I really thought I had some though. I have glitter. Glitter can always be added. Oh, more letters. Are those spooky? Not really. Okay. So I think where we're at is I'm going to do some big letters, some random cutouts of this stuff smashed, montaged on there, some green. I don't know what we'll do with them. We'll just make it more 3D like. And then we also have some glitter. It's not very scary to be adding glitter, but I love glitter and I think you should always try and add glitter to everything. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
Keep yapping for me, said. Cool
Hey.
story, Bob.
Cool story. You like my story, huh? Let's see. Well, I'm gonna call you Yappy. Hi Yappy, how you doing, Yappy? What's up? I hope you like that name. Keep a little nickname there. Just for you. A nickname just for you. How nice is that? I'm giving you nicknames. We ain't even friends yet. Wow, congratulations. Okay. I think I want this to just be
Keep yapping for me,
pretty
said.
pretty simple.
How are you?
I'm good. Just getting ready for tomorrow because I live in an apartment building and the only apartment buildings I've ever lived in were like condo style ones, so you always had a light that you could turn on and off outside, right? But like we're inside and there's no light, and I don't think I know enough people in my building that anyone would feel comfortable to let their kids like just knock on my door to see if I have candy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this sized little board out there taped to my door, and it's just going to be like trick or treat, happy Halloween or some shit, and I'm going to say take one, and then I'm going to decorate it with this stuff that I just found in my crafts box. And then I'm gonna leave a bag of you candy out for people to take from. So that's what I'm up to. And then I have this huge pumpkin I'm gonna carve up. So that's the goals.
Keep yapping for me, said. Cool.
What have you been up to? You got any Halloween plans? I've gone to a couple Halloween things. I've posted them online. But I actually haven't done as much Halloween stuff. I want to go to a couple more, like farmer market things, a couple more like, what are those called? Like the pumpkin raid things. No, you don't. Why not? My mouse is stuck. There we go. That's a little better. But no plans at all. Why? Don't you like doing stuff? I guess I'm like a dresser-upper. I love to dress up. I love to celebrate. And that might come actually because when I was young, We didn't, like, celebrating was a thing we kind of did, but it was never, like, exciting. We never got hyped up for it. It wasn't like, something that we, like, weeks before Christmas or whatever, everyone's like, it's nice. Like, I don't know what that feels like. So, like, as an adult, I grew up, and I wasn't able to understand that, like, that thought process of mine, feeling the same way of being like, I hate holidays, I don't want to celebrate, fuck celebration. So for, like, the first 25 years of my life, I didn't happily, excitedly, or enjoyably celebrate any holiday. So these last years now, I've changed my way of thinking, and I allow myself to enjoy and appreciate and have fun. And so I don't know where you are on your journey, because I think some people just don't enjoy celebrating truthfully. Like, it can be very overwhelming. It's a lot of work to be done. So I get it. But I really enjoy the process of, like, planning to go do things and going to do them and recording them. And I don't know, it feels like a little mini adventure to me. Life is an adventure, you know? But I wanted to go to these ones, like, there's, like, I went to one last year, and I was like, I went and I had fun, and I was like, now I want to do, like, more of these next year. But I didn't even go to one this year. But, like, you go to these farms, and, like, the pumpkins are already picked, like, when you go to the store, and they're just, like, around. But the one that I went to, like, when you went in, it was free to go in. You didn't have to pay to be there. Some of them are bigger, and you have to pay to go in. Bigger ones, I think, have more stuff to do, though. But there was, like, a place you could take pictures with your pumpkin. There was, like, local, like, farmers market stuff, like, in a little mini store nearby. They had, like, all these little games you could play. And, like, they were clearly meant for kids, and they were super fucking easy. But, like, it was fun to, like, waddle around and, like, take pictures and, like, pick out your pumpkin. And I don't know. It was just enjoyable. I wanted to do one this year that had, like, a corn maze. I thought that would be so fun. I've never been able to do, like, a real corn maze. Like, the corn mazes I've always been a part of are, like, for little babies, so it's like you could see over them. But I want to be in one that's, like, really tall. I used to really love doing haunted houses, but maybe that's because, like, in South Dakota, that's all there was really to do for Halloween was haunted houses. But since I've been here, I haven't tried at all to get a part of the haunted houses in any way, shape, or form. But I might. I should look into them a little bit. Let's see. What do we want to write? Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Take one. Happy Halloween. Take one. We have Spanish and we have English speaking people. So maybe I should do trick or treat, and then like this, la martes, and then take one. And then, what is take in Spanish? I've forgotten. Tomar. Asumir. Right, asumir is not. Toma uno. Toma uno? Tomar. Toma uno. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, trick or treat. Come on. I don't have fat fingers. This thing's just been being a butthead recently. It's because my old phone. I need to get back to my new phone. What happened? Why isn't my chat? Where are you, chat? Hello, chat. Why aren't you doing your thing? You didn't tell me. Weird. Who is that? Keep hydrated. Oh, that's why. It wasn't a follow. Okay. Aw. Thanks. Like, if you're gonna talk, you should probably drink some water. I appreciate that. There's also the first one here and the second one here that no one ever gets. You should totally claim them. Why not? You know what I mean? You probably have the points for it. I think I make them really cheap. Okay. Yeah! I wanna replace those with videos, I think. But I haven't decided what I wanted to do yet. I'm definitely moving into being like everything being like Sailor Moon and like Teen Titans and Ninja Turtle themed because I just really love that era and that was like my strongest part of memories, like positive memories from my childhood. So, um, definitely gonna be what I will focus my stuff on. But I need to get back into doing this stuff more regularly and I just haven't put the work in to get the schedule together, honestly. And every time I do, I fall out of it super easy. So I gotta kick myself in the ass and just start doing this shit. I like doing it anyway, so I don't know why it is that I fall off of it. And it's funny too, because it's always when I start getting into a rotation and people are starting to show up more like consistently that like I start failing to do it. I actually just saw this video just the other day where someone was like, they're like, the I like listening to these because I feel like our brains naturally pull and interact with us in things that we already subconsciously know that we need to interact with. Hold on.
What was your last stream?
Oh, it was like on the 22nd, so what, 4 days? 6 days ago, right? I don't have ADHD, I'm sorry, hold on.
Keep me up and for me.
Honestly, I think
Ford? Keep me up and for me. Said.
I was playing video games. No, I mostly just chat, but that's only because, like, as much as I love playing video games, I don't have a setup where I can use my face and use my voice and play the video game. I have to choose one of the three, and out of the three, the recording and the voice are my favorite. Like,
keep me up and for me. Said. You was playing Ford, right?
yeah, I play Fortnite on the PS. I just got Genshin on there, so I'm gonna start doing that too. I normally play Genshin on my phone though, but I don't like that setup at all. It's not easy to play the game on there. It's not as fun. And then I'm getting into battle something, just because it reminds me of League of Legends, and it's on there. So I figured why not. You know what I need? I need a ruler so I can measure this. Okay. Let's do.
Keep me up and for me. Said. Yeah, I just forgot how I found you.
No, you know, honestly, I think most people just stumble upon me. I don't think it's like one of those things where like most people are like, oh, my usual stuff. Either you found me because I was on a very talkative mood and I was just yapping the shit out of like whoever was on there, or you found me because I was playing a video game. I did play World of Warcraft, League of Legends, and another game I can't remember right now, Terraria, solidly for 2 or 3 years. Could be a part of that crowd. There's also a short period of time where I specifically only did poll and more sensual stuff on this stream. I'm not very proud of that. I didn't do it for very long, but I did do it for a minute. So you could be a part of that crowd. If you're a part of that crowd, don't expect that from me anymore. Just say, like, at all, strong boundaries. You could be from. I do a little art from time to time, and I've had a few people who come on for that.
Said. No, it was Fortnite.
It was Fortnite? Okay. I'm probably gonna play it tonight. Once I get done with this. This and this need to get done, and then I'm probably gonna jump on. If I can get this done in the next hour, but I haven't even touched this paper. I got everything set up, and we've been here for how long? How long have I? 25 minutes. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. This is gonna be so cool. Okay, trick. 4. And then instead of like actual like treat, I think I'm just gonna like place an arrow pointing down. I think that will look the coolest. The best part about this is it's all just a template. And we're going to be strongly going over it. Okay, trick or treat. And then what we want, the other thing we need is toma uno and take 1. Okay. Okay. Trick or treat, toma uno. Alright. Now I think we can start playing around with these letters. Because I think these will be the next thing. I'm not sure. I think I can cut all this out and fit it underneath all of this, but I feel like we should figure out what letters we can use for this first. We got an O here. We need a T. A T would be really nice. What do we got? You can see I've used them like a whole bunch. There's a T. My T is much bigger though that I wrote here. The R's are all used up too. What's happening here?
Thank you for following Strap001. Smiley face.
Oh shit. Strap. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna call you 001. You can be our secret agent. How does that sound? Secret agent man. Secret agent man. Do 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 do. I'm trying to think. Was a secret agent man. Secret agent man. I'm trying to think of something that rhymes with your name, but strap. Strap. I don't know, my friend. Ooh, an R? This R looks solid space. Solid space for this R. Yes. And what about an I? We have an I. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll go with
Strap001.
all the small letters.
C-trap, I don't know what she said.
What'd you say? It's Z-trap. Well, I was trying to say it all together. Strap. Strap. Yeah, that makes more sense to me. But I can call you Z-trap. What's up, Z-trap? Can I call you just Trap, or do you like the Z-trap part?
Strap001 said, LOL.
Do we have a C? We have a C.
Strap001 said, up to you.
Enchanté. Muchas gracias, señor. Much appreciated. Much obliged. What are you up to? You got any Halloween shenanigans? Have you guys ever done like shenanigans like during Halloween as a kid? Like egging someone's house or some shit? I have. I've egged and I've also toilet papered someone's place. Don't do that, kids. You can get in a lot of trouble, actually.
CPF inform me. Said,
Did I get scammed for my
Keep up and for me.
redeem?
Said.
Wait,
Yeah, when I was a kid.
did I get what do you mean you got scammed? Did you do something? Did I not pay attention for your redeem? You follow? Stretch! I see it here, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can stretch. Here it is so far. It's nothing big, but here you guys go since I'm taking a break. You can only see the, like it just says Rick from far away. Just imagine a big T right here. I'm gonna draw it on, but I think I'm gonna draw it on so it's like with black marker, you know? But then there's like this arrow that's going down here. I left space in the middle for all the pictures and everything. Whoa, sorry. I'm gonna stretch. Give me a second. Colors too. Oh, yeah. I probably need to stretch anyways because I'm just chilling on the ground like a crazy person straight up on this fake wood floor. Oh, it's so good for the calves. You should stretch with me. Okay, everyone, here we go. And touch your toes. Bend at the waist. Make sure to bend your knees. You don't want to strain. If your legs are shaking, stand up. Your legs should not shake. Or bend your knees. One of the two. It doesn't matter, honestly. Ooh. Maybe even rest your head a little bit. Shake it all out. Shake, shake, shake your mama. 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 I could be the Grudge right now. You ready? I can't turn all the way around anymore. I don't have the flexibility. You can't handle the truth! Anyways, now that we all know that I'm insane, welcome. Congratulations, you've made it to my stream. I hope you're enjoying your night. And don't forget that when you go to bed, to give your bed bugs a kiss. Good night. Alright, what's next? Next!
Keep up and for me. Said. Smirking face.
Smirking face. Did you enjoy the creepy ooh yeah, that's a good one. There we are. That's what I want. Nice and big. Just the way, we like it,
Keep up and for me. Said. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Does that look creepy enough? Is it not creepy enough? Is there a way to make it more creepy? This makes it less creepy, but this makes me happy. So, we're gonna do it. A little heart over the eye, like you should. It's the right way. It's the honorable way. Okay, and then we're gonna yes. It's sexy. It's beautiful. It's a sign. A sign from the gods that all shall die, and he will rule with an Okay, I'm done doing my Lord of the Rings now. I need a tiny one so I can write. I have a lot of expo markers in here for no fucking reason. Actually, I know what the reason is, but it's none of your business. JK, I tell you if you ask nicely. I don't know why I'm being so sassy. It's because I am just a sass monster. Oh, it's a green pen. I need it. What if I can use that? I have all the energy and no brain processing. What? Tell you what. What do you want? You want to know? What is it that you're looking for? Ooh, purple. Don't need that. So I have a bunch of markers because I once was an Amway person. You know, like those old door-to-door salesman people, like Mary Kay, or like the vitamin people, and they come and knock on your door and they'd be like, you want your orderly monthly supply? I'm your neighborly na-na-na, right? Well, eventually everyone got tired of that bullshit, and we see that very rarely these days because most people have a sign on the door that says no soliciting. That is legally held, and you can get the cops called on you and go to jail. So, now instead of putting, like, the people who are doing the work and sending them to jail and stuff on accident, they came up with MLMs, multi-leveling marketing systems, aka what most people consider to be a pyramid scheme. And the reason people call it a pyramid scheme is because the Ponzi scheme, which was a true pyramid scheme, because a pyramid scheme, whatever, like a real Ponzi pyramid scheme, is where there is one person at the top that gets like 90% of all the revenue, and that none of the money actually flickers down to the bottom people, and it relies on those bottom people to bring in more people to keep funding the money up at the top. That's a true pyramid scheme. That's a true, like, against the law, that's not okay. You're not allowed to do that. An MLM is almost like that. The difference is that they've set up their payment wages to rely on specifically how much you sell. So if you sell like one like ice cream every month, like you make whatever like the end due processes of one ice cream a month is after costs have been taken out of it, right? That could be very little, but in my book, I was selling to anywhere between 4 to 6 people a month, and I was making about $400 to $600 a month. That was probably looking about total 1,000, maybe 1,500 in revenue total, and I was getting out of it like $400 or $600. So I had to make double the amount to bring in mine. Some are much worse, where you have to make 3, 4, 5 times the amount to make something substantial, right? So some of them are better than others, of course. I did Amway. Amway is like the original MLM, the original like pyramid scheme. They're a business. They have pretty decent products. I think they've done the right thing for a company to keep themselves going. But because I did it, one thing I got stuck into was this program where they help people, they befriend you, and it's the Worldwide Builders, Dream Builders or something like that. And they used to be called multiple different things. They keep changing their name because things change, and also I'm sure lawsuits and other things, right? So under them, they teach you how to build a business. Which they kind of did. They set me in the right position for books, education, like how to kind of start helping myself. They all kind of gave those, but the things that they don't really, I don't think is positive, but they do is they like to push this idea that you can become like a millionaire, and to do that, what you should do is learn how to share your story and share like the products and the business really fucking well. And so what they do is they convince you to buy a whole bunch of business stuff like markers. So every night, every weekend, whenever you have the chance, you can sit in front of a whiteboard and practice giving your story and this like selling, essentially a selling point that feels much more emotional and personal and kind of off the cuff because it's like your story and you can kind of adjust it and change it naturally for each moment that you're set into. So I have a whole bunch of these because I kept buying them and then I'd forget where the box was at and then I'd buy another box and then I'd lose that box, and when I moved I found all the boxes. And so I have a whole bunch of dry erase markers now, and that's the very way too long story that I never thought I would share on here until you asked me to. A part of me was gonna say don't ask me, I won't share, but I will share anything almost, which is funny. I love that people consider me to be like a really open book, but I'm probably like the least true opening book. Like if you actually want to get to know me and connect with me, like you can forget everything you've ever heard then. Just forget it. Pretend like I haven't said it. I think we need to
Have informed me that waiting.
What are you waiting on? Your grandma? I like this background music. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I put it on. That was a good idea. Go, Leah.
Keep me up informed me. Set. A countdown from 10.
A countdown from 10? Why count down from 10? I can do it, but 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All I think of right now is like that Disney, like where they're all like. Why does that? Was that like a Nickelodeon or Disney thing that they used to do? How old are you? What age group? How am I connecting with you? I need to know. Do we have a similar like age range? Were you born in the 90s? Because otherwise, I feel like I might say some stuff and you might not understand, or I might over-explain things that you're like, yeah, I know, shush, move on. Okay. Oh. Well, this has ink in it, but it doesn't want to come out. But I don't want you to come out anyways. Okay, I think what I'm going to do with this pen is make it like... I'm just going to go in one line and kind of make it look like scratch. Like it had to be scratched in. I like that idea. You'll tell me if it looks scratched, right? I don't know, this is looking scratched. That's one thing I need to do is I need to start drawing more. I've been wanting to draw more and color more. I guess that's why I've been trying to do these crafts for like the holiday stuff, is to kind of give me something to do, but maybe I just need to accept that I need to like just dig in and find what I want to do and just do it, and just no matter what, just do it, you know? Which I think is going to be a little bit difficult for me, unfortunately. And I'm not sure why, because I've always really enjoyed art. I've always really enjoyed crafts. I've always really enjoyed kind of like making random stuff. I think that's why I really love being on TikTok and Instagram. Someone was just telling me, they're like, people do it like for other people, but I'm like, I definitely don't do this for other people. Because if I did, I would need to be doing like all the things that other people do. Like all this chat stuff, I'm wasting my fucking time. I'm wasting my fucking time. Like trying to. If I was doing it for everyone else, like I am not doing a very good job because I've been on here for a long time. I'm not holding the right content, you know, not consistent. I don't know. I've seen some really inconsistent people on here, but as long as you stay like your own, like you're doing what you know, the Fortnite thing, for example, like people who really like watching Fortnite, like watching Fortnite. I think that's so normal, and so it's like really weird of me as a person to be like the one person who's like can't do that. I'm like, no, I must continuously change. Everything must be different every month. I don't want it to look the same or be the same. Girl, you gotta buckle down on something and stick to it, you know? But no, here I am, continuously being different, adjusting, changing, making it harder for my audience to be found because there's less and less people like I can't just stick to one thing. No, that would be weird. I must be a chameleon and be a part of everything. Like, you think I'd get it. Just enjoy what I like and just like it. And, like, the right people will come. But no. I gotta do a little bit of it all. I gotta have what is that? A jack of all trades. I gotta be the jack of all trades. We're getting somewhere now. I'm just touching everything up here, making a little more scratchy, a little more, I don't know what to call it. Okay, there's the wording. The wording is done. Trick or treat, well, it's trick or and then down treat, right? But I'm going to get this colored in with glitter, green glitter, that's for sure. And then we have these little things I need to cut out. I think I need scissors. I need scissors. I do indeed. I need them in scissors. The scissors. Ooh. I'm not, don't say that shit. I keep almost saying it. I'm not doing that. No one can make me. I will not. I cannot. I shall not. Okay, so I think the first thing we have to do is just cut this front page off, of course. Don't think there's anything off the back I want, no. And then I think the next thing is cutting out great grandson. Not a thing we need. I do like this O here, so maybe I might do that O here. I don't need an S or a D, but this could use an N if I want it, an A if I want it. No R's or G's. Let's see here. No T's. Another A. Well, I do have T's, but they're capitals and I like them. An E. No more R's. And another G. And then I need to find. I have a little book thingy here. filled with words. See, little word. Well, they're not words. They're well, some of them are words. Some of them are letters. It kind of depends. If the for example, I wanted the A and whatnot, right? So the rest of the word makes sense. And I'm not gonna ever use the word grandson, so you work with what you got. And then same with this, all those words and stuff. I think they're too tiny for this. I like the little candy piece here, so I'm gonna use that. But with the rest of this, it doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to cut all the words out and put the words away in my little bucket here. Cutty cut, cutty cut, cut the paper so nicely so that I can use it for something else. You'll see. Honestly, I'll probably most likely use these in my, I have, for me and my partner, I have this little booklet where we put our pictures in and stuff. And I like to do, I'm going to do a themed one for Halloween. And I still have to do one for our anniversary, which was in September. So probably after October I'll get all the pictures printed and put it up. But I'll probably use some of these, letters and stuff. I like to put, notes and whatnot in them. I've been watching a bunch of videos for the little crafts of books where you see people take stickers off and they put them on pages and they put pictures in the background. They just make it look all fancy and cute, super cute aesthetics. I'm doing that, but with my pictures, not with just whatever pictures, because I kind of like the idea of it, but I don't like the idea of it in the sense it feels kind of wasteful, because I'm it's pretty, but what am I doing with it? It's just gonna be pretty in in this container and no one's gonna look at it but me. I'm not selling them, and I don't feel like I'm good enough to sell them right now either, even if I was making them to that point where there was enough of them out like that. But to create them and have them in my home with me in the background and their memories, I don't know, I like that a lot more, and it feels more realistic to the situation of me collecting this stuff, and then I don't feel like I'm wasting it by throwing these things away, because they just get thrown away. Because a lot of this stuff was stuff that was just going to get thrown away, and then I saved it. I saved it. Should I have saved it? I'm not real sure. Not real sure about that, to be honest. But I did. That's what hoarders do. Is that what hoarders do? I'm a hoarder. I'm not a bad hoarder, though. I'm not one of the ones where I can't have a life. But I was taught this, truthfully. 'Cause my parents were pack rats. So keeping things that you're not using right away is common to my brain, My brain's yes, that's normal. Of course we hold on to stuff that we might use in the future, possibly, that we can think of having a solution for it later. Doesn't everyone keep all of their plastic bags and reuse them some other way? Though I have to be honest, the one thing I don't keep, because I just don't have space for it, is paper bags and egg cartons. I just don't use them. I just don't. So I just recycle them, even though our recycling system is absolute trash and there's no way that's it's going to the recycling and being recycled. It still makes me feel better. But yeah, you should mostly just reuse as much as possible at this point. It's the only thing that's worth it. Alright, so the question is, do I keep them full like this or do I cut them out? I could cut, I could put them in here as a full thing. But maybe he'd look cute kind of cut out a bit. this black part is all nice. But what is it using? What is it really doing? It's just kind of showing that it's like on a road. We can do that without it. He can be walking somewhere without the road fully being there. So we'll just take that out. Okay, that's a bit better, but I still think it's a bit too big. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the moon out, actually. And the clouds. And the background behind, like, on top of the fence. Not behind the fence, because I think that's going to be too much work. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that and make it look pretty, you know. I might have, like, I could probably use a scalpel or some shit. But that's gonna go in the corner. And then this cloud can go over here. And this cloud I can do it. I love how I baby myself through stuff all the time. I'm just like, you can do it, Leah. You got it. I need some concentration, so just give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna be quiet for just a second here while I cut around his horns and his hair and stuff. It's just easier, I think. It's like when you're driving, like when the weather is bad and you turn down the volume on the radio. It's like the same thing. Okay. Alright, now we just need to cut the background off. Which might be a little bit more work than I'm up to, but we will get it done. Because I do think it's gonna look better without the full orange like background, but I think doing inside the gate is just gonna be too intense. Okay. It's a baby monster. 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 Okay. I could use some girlfriends over right now. That would be it. That would be the jam. I wouldn't be on stream. But I guess us people always come on the internet when we don't got nobody else. That's just what the people do. Gosh dang it. Come on. Get my fucking way, bitch. Okay. Hot diggity damn. Another one done. Okay. Let's check out. What are we gonna do with the spearmint? It kind of has like a bunch of random tiny stuff on it. I feel like we're just gonna have to put the whole thing on there. Hi, hello. How are you? Raina! What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How's your October been?
Raina said, my surgery is in 4 days.
I'm so excited for you! I hope it goes super fucking well. You deserve it too. Let's see.
Raina said, I'm excited for it to be fixed.
I would be if I was you too. I feel like at this point you've waited too long.
We should play while I'm bedridden.
Yes! I have to get my stuff fixed though. My computer's still kind of funky. Which is a big reason why I stopped, was because like every time I play it just frustrates me to like have my computer like stall so hard, you know?
That's fine. IDM.
Yeah! Perfect. Yes, I'll chat you up soon. I plan to get more, especially during February, because my partner's going back to work and we just moved in together with each other, so it's been a lot to transition being with him. I just wasn't expecting it, you know, so I wasn't prepared in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I think it's time to start gluing. I think we gotta glue, guys. I think it's glue time. Got everything cut up? This music, though. Thank you for the follow. Who did that? Oh, wait, no. Was it a follow? What'd you do? Hydrate. Posture check. No, you're right, bitch. I'm just sitting here like a crumpled old man over on the floor, wrinkled up, dry as bones. Oh, Shantae, thank you for that very much. I appreciate you. I think second place is still there if you want a second. What is it? Second one here? I don't think anyone's pulled that. I try to remember people, but no one ever remembers to do it. I think first one got pulled.
Like you're about to ask me, may I have some more? Like a 1,800 orphan LMAO.
May I have some more? I fucking love that. Oh, because of the shirt? It's so the like the white like little fuzzy part doesn't help at all. I feel like if just there's some dirt on it, I'd really look at get a hole in here too. I actually really love what was that movie's name? It was like, oh fuck, what is what's he called? It's like the lemony. No, it's not lemony snicket. What the fuck is it called? Oh, you're looking? Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. Why can't I remember it? The movie. It's the one about the orphan boy. He finally finds the orphanage and he's like being taught how to like be there, and he eventually like escapes and leaves, right? I don't remember to where, but somewhere where kids are like somehow managing better off on their own. Fuck, why can't I remember the name of it? I see the whole movie in my head. I'm watching it play out, but my brain doesn't want to help me at all. I remember it was super old. Everyone's speaking like super British or London-y, whatever the fuck that accent is. It's like porridge. Come on. No! My trick-or-treat sign is trying to rip. This is why I ripped it before I finished gluing. It destroyed my heart. Why would it do that? Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Got an A. And another A. And an N. And an E. And we got some candy over here. We'll put that there. Somehow this already has glue on it. Like, bro, what the fuck? I haven't done anything. Calm down. And this is a ghosty piece back here. Okay, there we go. And I think we just need to clean up. I don't think this O is gonna go over there. I think I'm gonna place it a little more on the smaller words. You can do it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, like that. So you can still see the scratches from where I wrote behind them. I think that's gonna look good. Kind of creepy. Kind of strange. Let's see. Do the A's look good? Yeah, the A look good. Let's see what this E looks like. Sometimes you do it and then you don't like it, you know? So that's why I'm saying let's see. It's because I'm allowing my brain to decide after I look. If I decide beforehand, I try and like make it fit even when I don't like it. B is not too bad. I think I'm going to cut a little bit more off of it here. You know what doesn't help is having long ass nails. I love the nails though. I think they make my fingers look so pretty. I'm going to get some pop-on ones done by someone I just met. I think we're going to do them next month when she gets some time. So maybe I'll start trimming my nails shorter so my pop-on nails fit better. But I need those pop-on nails. I ain't gonna start trimming my nails until I have them put on. Yeah. Yes, that looks good. I hope people take the candy. I hope this is enough to convince people to take the candy. Okay. A little bit of glue here or there. A little
for you and me. A little bit of glue, can't you see? I like the little glue on you and me. It keep me nice and close to you, you see. And I really like the glue for you and me. Yeah, the glue in the scene. The glue keeping me stuck to you. I wanna be everything that you do. Don't you know you love to be, love to see, love to eat me generously? Okay, we got a big mama here now. Da big mama. Da big mama.
Can you guys even see what I'm doing?
No, you can't.
That's okay. Maybe you don't need to.
Okay. That one's on. Next. Ta-da! Okay. And erase some of these pencil marks here. I'm gonna be adding more, so I feel like I don't really need to get rid of them, but I want to just in case. Okay. And the baby Tandy, the baby Tandy, the baby Tandy. Okay, trick or, and then we show where the treats are at. The arrow goes to the treat. Okay. Let's see here. I feel like I could possibly make this function just a little. This music's killing it though. This spooky feels. I don't know who did this mix, but you did a great job, ma'am or sir. I'm waiting for an alien to show up. Like, that's how intense this music is. I'm like, where's the mother alien? Where is that woman's booty? She should be here. Her song is playing. This is more cutting than I was expecting to do. I don't mind cutting, but I prefer not to have to do a whole bunch of it when making these short crafts. It's just a picture for the door, you know? But I'm getting too into it. It's because I like things perfect. That's the problem. I have a perfectionist issue where everything's gotta be just fucking right. And it's just not fucking possible, and I gotta calm the fuck down. Okay. See, that's not enough either. See, this is creepy as fuck, but like, how do I fit it in here? How do I want to fit this in here? I feel like some of this will need to be split up a little bit, but I'm not sure how I want to do it. Let's see here. Maybe this first section doesn't need to. It can just go in there like that. Gluing it down, gluing it down, gluing it down, gluing it down. We had enough thought. Time for action. Action! Okay. I think the second one is this. I think what I'm going to do. We're going to cut this section here. Okay, perfect. And roundy corners. Because when in doubt, round the corners. Round them. Okay. Okay. Where'd that second part go? I just cut it off. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, that looks good. Okay. I'm just glad I get to use some of these crafts right now. Honestly, I've had these in my possession for a really long time. So it's kind of nice to like see them going down on something finally. Okay. Into these. I know it's kind of like candy cane, like version, but it's good enough. It's good enough, you know? Candy cane trick or treat. Who doesn't like that? Everyone loves candy canes. Okay. think we're gonna use some scissors to just trim that a little bit. Yes. Okay. This doesn't want to stay. Why? Why? Put one piece of glue here and go back. Okay. And then all we need is the glitter. Need more glue. Glue, glue, glue. I need more glue. Oh, that's a big one. There's two different types of glues. I got a big stick and I got a baby stick. And we need a baby stick. For the glitter. For the glitter. For the glitter. And more glue. Glue here. And all the glue here. Okay. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. I don't feel like, I mean, it's not as colorful as I want, but also it's the first one I've ever done here. Oh, dropping all the extra glitter and I forgot. Forgot about it. Oh well. That's okay. We'll pick up that glitter later. But right, it's cute, it's simple. I
get this thing up on the door, and then we gotta clean up and do this pumpkin. It's pumpkin time. Pumpkin time. Boom! It's set up. It's put away. The candy is out there. So now all I gotta do is check up on it tomorrow. Probably afternoon time. Add more candy. Maybe check it out if I go out one more time tomorrow. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna chalk it up a bit, but I forgot. That's okay. I can do that on my way. I can do that anyways. I don't have to do it. I didn't have to do that right away. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. What do you do when you're all done with your arts and crafts? You pick them up, you put them away. What do you do when you're all done with your arts and crafts? You pick them up and you put them away. Put them away. Put them away. Put them away. Arts and crafts go in here. Yes, they do. Oh my dear, I left that on. I'm so ready to carve this pumpkin that you have no idea. I've been waiting to carve pumpkins for a hot minute now. A hot minute. Like I said, I was wanting to go to like one of those farmers market things like I did last year. Didn't even get to carve that pumpkin. I painted it and then it went bad. So, you know, this is like my little trash bin over here for all my craft stuff. I can get rid of it and just throw it in the trash. But here I am. Not throwing it in the trash yet. I have more crafts to make, you know? When you have more crafts to make, what do you do? I need an actual room. I don't have a dustpan. I don't like dustpans. I think they get dirty and gross, and truthfully, I'm just not one to be washing dustpans. I will if I must, and I will if they're really gross, but I just don't want to be, you know, just don't want to be doing that. So we're just gonna sweep up dump all this glitter into this little guy here. With all the paper and everything. All the dirt and shit on the floor as well. Why not? Get a little extra cleany clean going. A little extra cleany clean happening. Whenever you pick up, you can always clean a little bit more. So that way it makes more sense. It's like you're doing two things at once. It's a twofer. It's a 2 for 1. It's a twofer. Everyone loves a twofer. Who doesn't love a twofer? This is just 2 pieces of paper. Just pick it up, girl. Okay. Now that that is done, we get to go to the fun part. I don't know why my speech chat is gone. Let me just make sure no one was saying anything before I move on. Nope. Perfect. Okay. And that's the way. I like it. All right. Pumpkin carving time. That's just a sticker for the pumpkin. To the trash. Missed it. This part is going to be a little simple because, truthfully, I'm not going to do all of the pumpkin carving. The only thing I'm doing right now is getting this guy opened and cleaned. And then after that, I'm going to carve it. But probably not on stream because I'm doing that with my partner. So it doesn't make sense to do it here with you guys since it's like our thing. But I wanted to show you that like I am doing pumpkin carving. Encourage people to get their pumpkin carved. It's the last day to do it. I mean, I guess you could technically do it tomorrow. But come on, tonight's the night. Right? All Hallows Eve. Right? Or it's tomorrow, technically All Hallows Eve, and then tomorrow night is Halloween. Is that how it works? But it's supposed to be the day before, right? I haven't done this in fucking forever. It's... Because like I said, even last year I didn't carve a pumpkin, we painted them. We decided it was going to be easier. And I've never painted a pumpkin, so I thought it would be fun to do. You just gotta kind of like 5-star it. I'm 6-starring it right now, but 6-starring. I'm stop signing this bitch. I just gotta come back around. Okay, let's see. Did we get it? Should I do this with my... Woo! Nice! Look at it! Look at it! The gory gluts! The glory gluts. The gory guts. Here, come look at the inside. Ooh. I'm not the best at this. Hold on. There we go. Ooh. Sorry. Ah! You're welcome. You get to be a part of it. It wasn't very nice, but you got to. Alright. I am going to go get a spoon and a container because some of this is going to go in the trash and the rest and the seeds are going to go in a container that I'm going to wash and then I'm going to dry out in the oven to cook, to eat. So, un momento, por favor. mind me, I'm just eating the candy. That's meant for the trick-or-treaters. Trash bag. Okay. First things first is just clearing this stuff off. I know what I'm doing wrong. I just like doing everything the hard way. Oh no! Ow! My thumb! You stupid bitch. Okay. I say that's probably enough. I'm glad I used the knife for this. But I did just fucking stab the shit out of my thumb into this pumpkin. Whew. Okay. Chunk goes in there. Next part is just reaching in and not being scared to get your hands a little dirty. Maybe some, like a little bit of ASMR. You guys want to see if you can hear it? Can you hear me ripping the flesh of the pumpkin from the inside? There we go. I wish I could get two hands in here easily, but it doesn't want me to. I feel like I need the two hands. I have my watch on, that's probably not helping. I think we're gonna do a cat or a skull on this. I think that's like the goal. Okay. Some of this is not what we want, and some of this is, so I'm just gonna take some time here separating it. I've watched so many scary movies and horror movies and classic like Halloween movies. Like I've watched almost all the Disney and Hulu stuff. I watched a bunch of the Prime stuff. Starting to move into thing like, you know, practical magic, like just like the things you watch during spooky season, you know? I'm almost scary movied and like haunted movied out, which I'm a little surprised by. I think I'm gonna do the same thing with Christmas. Like during December, I think I'm gonna just watch all Christmas movies. I've never done that before. I've always been like a Christmas music person, but never like a Christmas person. And last year I actually tried a little bit harder than like I normally do. And I quite enjoyed it, decorating and stuff, so we'll get more into the theme this year. I think at this point, like, for a long time, I've been trying to decide, like, what the meaning of life is, what is, like, the point of us doing all of this stuff, because truth be told, like, I just don't want to be around, like, it's been like that for a long time. And it's a thought process that like I used to feel really guilty about and would make me want to myself a little faster. But I've kind of accepted it at this point that that's like who I am. And I'm kind of cool with it actually. Because like it's one of those things where I stress so hard about not meaning anything, not doing anything good in my life, that like I felt so broken, you know, like I wasn't good enough for the world, and like I couldn't do anything positive. Sometimes I still feel that way, you know, I'm still working through a lot of the trauma and the thought processes. But I feel like I've come to realize at this point that like the whole point of life has to be to live. Like no matter what that looks like, it has to be to live. Because it just doesn't make any other sense. It really just doesn't. Like try and put meaning to living makes it so complicated and diluted that I feel like it ruins the whole point of putting meaning to living. And so that means I think that living, like the meaning of life is to live. Figuring out how that is conceptually put into like my reality is very different than me just saying it right now. And I'm still trying to figure that out, like what that means for me. I have a very privileged life. You know, I'm well taken care of now. And I'm very lucky to have met somebody who wants to do that for me. There's so many things that I wanted, that I thought I was gonna have, that I thought I was going to have with somebody specific, that like never came to terms. That we never got that close, that those conversations never fully happened and were realized. And so, you know, I felt like that must be the meaning of life, is to like have kids and to get married and to create a family and to grow a community. But I don't know if doing all that is living. I think it's a way to live, but there has to be multiple ways to live, right? Not one way is correct. We all know that at this point. Even when we like to fight it ourselves, right, by like telling people like, oh, there's a healthy way to live and there's a non-healthy way to live. And the truth is that there's just living. We're just all living. It's not even like one person's type of like survival mode could be another person's like type of relax mode, you know? So it's like there's no way for us to sit here and determine the right way of living, especially with things changing all the time. Like at one point, having a female slave, having a slave, killing people, those were all things that people did, and they were like, oh yeah, that's just like part of life. You just have to do that, you know? But now like we get like this, we're lucky to live in this world where we get the choice to say like that's morally incorrect and those values are so wrong that like it's harming somebody else, and we just socially disagree so much to the point where we're not going to allow you to do that. Like what a privilege world we live in to be able to say that in the first place, right? Like we could literally be living in a Nazi's rule of like you're not allowed to say anything. Like this could be, North Korea could be happening everywhere, you know? And I'm not saying like we should just feel lucky just because it's not, because it could easily become that, right? And I think that's like the whole point of the US and like the whole point of people trying to do democracy is allowing people to continuously say like at some point like we disagree with these laws and we'd like them to be changed to fit our moral and values and our beliefs and our new system of what we think is just. And I think that's something, like, if we all accept, I feel like you can get anyone to agree that the only thing that's for certain is change. We know for sure nothing will stay the same. And if everyone agrees on that, then that's how our laws should be too. Our laws shouldn't be made to be permanent. They should be made to only fit for a certain amount of years and then be forced to be re-looked at, you know? I don't know how anyone could try and maintain the same laws for hundreds of years if the point is to grow and change and to be different and to make things better. I love tradition. I think there's a huge point to tradition. I think there's something that we shouldn't forget and we should always honor and appreciate. Like, for example, I don't think saying grace or saying something over your food in a positive way is something, I don't think that's a tradition we should give up. I think that's one we should stay really strong to, because I think it super supports like people being grateful. And I think that's something we struggle with in today's society. And I know for a fact because I felt like I was a grateful person, and I still have so much to learn on how to be grateful. And that's one of the small things that I learned, like, in Japanese culture that I added into my life. You know, I don't, not every time do I eat, do I say, itadakimasu? Like, no. But every time I do eat, I think to myself, especially when I'm making the food, like, I'm so grateful that this is here. Thank you for everything that was sacrificed for it to be here with me. Right? Like, I'm positively sending energy out in my thoughts, like, thinking about the universe and the world and what was in this world to exist for me to have that food, and just being and honoring it, you know, like, no matter how it came about, like, it's feeding me, it's taking care of me, so, like, I should be grateful for that part of it, but still want change. Like, I don't see why the two things can't exist, and it entertains me to see people, especially Americans who live in it, trying to be like, oh, the two, we can't take care of people and have this, but I feel like that was the whole point of it, was to be able to take care of people. I don't know. Just getting some more off the wall here. God, I got some Harry Potter feels coming in here. Maybe I'll just roll this about. Hey, got her. Okay. Might need to separate these a little bit off screen because it is a lot. There's a lot here. Pumpkin guts! Pumpkin guts! Pumpkin guts! Oh, pumpkin, pumpkin guts! Almost there! Okay. This is the last of them. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. I hope they turn out. I'm just gonna season them with some salt and stuff. Okay. Let me just see if I can get this little chunk down here out that's kind of rough. Oh yeah. Nummy. Oh. Just a couple seeds left here. I gotta set her outside now. Okay, 1 sec. I'm gonna rinse my hands off and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Okay, guys. Wow. We got a nice little haul here. I need to wash off and bake in the oven. Definitely some guts in there that I need to get rid of, but a good half container, so that's solid. The pumpkin is carved and looking mighty pretty. We'll put this back on top, and I will set it. How do I get this top in here? Excuse you. I feel like a little kid not being able to put the. Okay. Alright. Anyways, I'm going to set this outside so that way it can stay nice and cool and won't rot as fast. And then maybe the next time I'm on, I'll show it to you guys when it's all done and everything. But we'll see. Who knows? You'll probably see it on my on my Instagram, on the TikTok and whatnot. So keep an eye out there. And if you find this on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And what was your favorite pumpkin carving time ever in your entire life? Share it with me. Tell me your little story. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that way you know every time when I post, because I promise it's random. And until next time, for all of you on TikTok or Twitch, I'm about to come back. We're going to play Fortnite and stuff. But for everyone else, I'll see you next time. Bye.